Hi, it's Andrea from Walks as WellAndrea, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about my experiences running my first 5K. If you've been following me for a while, you may know that I had a really bad ankle injury when I was 16. It required a very long, complicated surgery that didn't go all that well, and I have been really left with ankle pain, foot pain, that then radiated to my knee, my hip, even down the other side. And I did run a little bit over the years, but it never worked out well. And so I really had given up on running at one point. I ended up taking kinesiology classes. I got a personal trainer certification. I did a lot of research on my own, and I was able to start a rehab program that really strengthened my feet and all the muscles around there. It worked on mobility, on stability, on flexibility, and I was able to start running about a year and a half ago, and that was really wonderful, and I am extremely thankful for that. So the 5K came about pretty unexpectedly. About a month ago, my husband, came across an advertisement for it, and it was in a convenient location. There was plenty of parking. It was, at like 8:30 in the morning. It was a great time. It was just perfect. And so we signed up, even though at the time I wasn't in an ideal situation. I mean, I could run 3 miles, but, probably a little slower than I wanted to. I hadn't been running all that much. I was really, really busy in the middle of a work project. I actually didn't really think about when he asked me to sign up. It didn't really register what I said yes to. So once I thought about that, I became a little bit overambitious. And I increased my mileage, probably a little too much, even though I know better. And I also really started on lifting weights more because I knew I needed to strengthen my muscles. And so I did too much too soon. And I ended up with a mild hamstring glute injury that did not feel good. It was actually quite painful. And so I knew that I really couldn't run much. I really had to rest it as much as possible. So I did run in the 3 weeks leading up to it just a few times, and really just a mile or a mile and a half at a time, and really, really slowly. And then for the 5K, for the day of the run, my only goal was really to finish and to walk if I had to. Luckily, I really didn't have to, and I was actually faster than I thought I would be. But I had very modest goals. So when we signed up, our teenager, who actually runs track and cross country, decided to run with my husband to motivate him and to be his running partner. So for him, this was a total fun run, really slower than anything he had run in a long time. But they had a great time. It was bonding for them. It was awesome. But I was on my own, and I hadn't really thought about running an actual 5K. So when I do, as I said, I've been running for about a year and a half, and when I go on my runs, they're anywhere between like 1 to 4 miles. And I always listen to a podcast, but for some reason, I did not think to bring my AirPods or to listen to a podcast. And, so that was mistake number one. And then I realized a lot of people were there together. They were running together. And as soon as I started, I thought, okay, I have to find someone I can attach myself to. So I found a woman. She was running quite a bit faster than what I wanted to run, but it actually felt good. I think all that rest of 3 weeks actually really helped. And so I ran with her. But unfortunately, after 0.7 miles, she started walking. So I had to find somebody else. And it took me a while, but I finally found someone who was extremely consistent, was running this, just about the right speed for me, just a little bit faster maybe than I would have run on my own. And we finished together, and it was great. So, it really showed me what a difference it can make if you run with someone. So I would really consider finding someone that runs about the same speed. I think that would be really, really helpful. And we are thinking of signing up for another 5K, but I will make sure that my glute hamstring heals all the way first. I also would like to get a little bit faster, so we'll see. We then have to see, because I also don't want to run it in the middle of summer, so maybe it will be sooner than we think. But anyway, I just wanted to give you a little bit of an update. I also wanted to encourage you, if you think there's something you can never do, like I did with running, you never know. There are ways. So have a great day and keep moving.